Okay, I started it. So.
Oh.
Hey everybody, it's a podcast! We did first episode, pilot episode. Woo!
Wow, we're really funny and individual. Wow, we're so smart.
Okay, you should introduce yourself.
Yeah, okay, I'm Ryan. I'm the main dick in this sausage party with one vaginae. Vaginae?
Yeah. Oh.
Stop playing the fucking guitar, you idiot.
Hey, how about you go fuck yourself?
If I could.
All right, I'm Jaleel. That's me.
Who are you in our group?
Julio. Oh,
The black
I'm
guy.
black
He's the
guy.
token black.
The
He's
token
a
black
black
guy.
Negro.
The negress. The negro.
I'm Tristan.
Let's see how many people we can piss off.
Yeah,
That's
All right,
gonna be great.
good.
I'm Tristan. I'm a nerd with no life.
Wow, you should talk louder, dude.
I'm Tristan. I'm a nerd with no life.
And then we got Damon. Oh wait, no, Chloe. Sorry.
No,
forgot.
Damon's out.
Damon is
Dumbass.
really skinny, and he's asleep because
He's a
he's
skeleton.
He's so skinny.
He's a
I,
skeleton.
he's so
Overlord.
skinny his bones have to rest.
He's a skeleton overlord.
I'm Chloe. I'm the lone vagina.
We call her the big titty monster.
The big titty vagina.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, cool. The bones are awake.
Damon, introduce yourself.
Sounds like a little word. Where the fuck's food?
There's no food.
Okay, no.
Oh god.
The bones. The bones.
Stop playing the fucking guitar.
Where the fuck's my coat?
Fine.
Damon needs some coke.
Bones must feed.
Where the fuck is my?
Yeah. Okay. So for the first episode, or the pilot episode,
Yeet.
we decided to talk about the prawn.
Prawn.
I love prawn.
Pornography.
The pornhogany.
Okay, well let's
Porn
start
mahogany.
with what sites do you guys use for porn?
Okay, so hentaihaven.org.
Same.
Promote us.
Sponsor us, Hentai Haven, please.
X videos and
I've never been on X videos.
it's so good. You can
Really?
find
It's
anything.
so good.
I thought that
anything.
was like amateur
But
shit.
No. You can find anything for free.
I can give you an even better site than that.
But the good thing is, like most porn sites, you have to fucking, pay $50 to make a fucking account. But with X videos,
Sometimes you can like sign up with
Free account.
you can just like Google, sign up information.
well, I
and
don't
then
care. I just use X videos.
I did that for like Punish Tube or something
What
like
the
that.
fuck is that?
It
Is that
was
like
some
hard? Is
kinky
that like
shit.
R2?
Hardcore.
Like R?
It was kinky shit, but like
Is that like heavy R? That
here's
shit.
my thing: is that
Dude.
I like kinky stuff, but I don't like feet. And people think that fetish porn
It's always
means that
feet.
somebody
Yeah.
has to
Yeah.
put a foot in somebody
You
else's mouth.
should go on heavy R because the last time I went on there, I saw a guy stand above his fat lover, and he spread open his fat because he was also fat. He spread open his he pissed on her for the intro of the video, and then
Great.
he
Good.
spread open
Starting
his
strong.
he
starting
spread
strong.
open his butt cheeks and pooped in her mouth and her
Oh,
nose,
God.
and then she
Nice.
spread it all
Oh,
over
God.
her face and
Oh,
titties.
No. Oh no.
That's my fault.
So
Oh, my
that's heavy
goodness.
R. That's
I
what
could never.
that's what Cody uses. Oh
Literally,
yeah.
I cleaned up my cat shit once, and it
I
was the
hate
only
poop.
time that I ever actually vomited from being grossed out.
I hate poop. I hate poop.
Okay, so what other sites
Oh,
did
okay.
like?
But
do you
no,
guys
but like,
use?
but heavy R is or not heavy R. Fuck, X videos is cool because free sign up and you get to
Yes.
save any
I
video
use
you want.
Pornhub. Is that
Yeah.
basic?
That's- yeah,
Basic
'cause,
shit?
There's not that much-
Basic.
Yeah.
I do a lot of. I watch Hentai Haven more than I watch
Yeah,
Pornhub.
same.
But if I'm gonna watch real people,
You know what's for?
I'll get on Pornhub.
You should get on X videos though because it has better quality stuff and it has more of a variety than
You know what's
Pornhub.
like totally for hipsters? What site?
What?
XNXX.
Porn.
YouPorn. I used to. I got
I
on that
used
when I
to go
first
on
started.
What about
so
UJIS
much.
though?
Wait. I
Oh
want to
my
know.
God,
So
UJIS.
Tristan, what porn site do you use? And then I have another question.
But what about Damon?
Primarily.
Well, is Damon gonna talk or is he asleep?
I mean, I haven't
I
given.
usually I get on the same sites as Ryan does.
Speak
Okay.
louder, boy.
I told
Okay.
I primarily get on Pornhub, but I've been getting into X videos.
Speak louder.
I primarily get on
I heard you.
Pornhub, but
They
I've
heard you.
been
I'm
getting
just
into X
worried that it's
videos.
not gonna
It's
pick it
pretty
up.
good.
I mean, like for me, the absolute best site is fuck.com.
It's
F-
Hentai Haven.
Yes, FUQ.
FUQ. It's the
Yeah.
best site.
It's
Is
so
best
good.
fucking site.
E-fucked. Where you can watch
E-fucked
the
is not good anymore.
black
though.
salami.
I'm a very good doctor.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so follow up
So
You
question.
have vaginality.
Bitches, Follow-up question is
You
when...
ask no money.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you trying to fight right now?
Do you want to fucking go?
Suck a cock.
Yes. The follow-up question is when did you guys start watching porn? I feel like I was really late to the game.
No, okay, so my cousin, he, he was like my
Actually,
brother.
I have more questions too.
But
as
let's
like
answer this
a
one.
chick.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
do
My cousin introduced me to it as a young age because he was kind of like my brother.
But,
Like he showed me pictures.
How young?
yeah,
How old?
young.
Oh,
That's what it's all about.
I mean, just
Well, I
yeah,
started-
You don't have to be...
Well, I started doing sexual stuff
I know
before I started
exactly.
watching porn, and that was like, fuck, dude. When I was like before kindergarten.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
I was-
I was the youngest.
No, like
okay,
I'm a
so,
really, I was a really horny and gay kid.
I
Like,
don't think
horny
it's
and
taboo.
Yeah.
Because like, I think that sex is the most normal thing
I-
to do as people.
yeah,
so
I
it's not
experimented.
weird
I experimented
that,
it like really young.
I remember when my sister was born, reading one of the like doctor's papers. She got home on one of her first checkups when she was like younger than 1, and it was saying that like at whatever month the kid will start masturbating, and that's totally normal.
Yeah, babies.
And like, yeah, I mean, it's one of the most normal things we do as people.
Oh,
so it's
stories
weird.
about masturbating. Me and
Okay,
Tristan
oh
take the
hold
cake.
on, hold on. First,
We'll talk about that later.
Woo!
so you
The other
were
subject.
finish your story.
Oh, well, yeah, no, like the first time I started watching porn, I want to say kindergarten, but I was doing sexual stuff before that, and I've been doing it ever since. Essentially,
What was the first vagina you saw? Do you remember that? That wasn't
person?
a family member. In-person vagina that was not a family member.
my girlfriend at age 12 in the 7th grade.
I feel like that's pretty normal.
So my
Uh-huh.
first porn story and getting into sexual story is kind of funny. Started getting intimate with myself with like
Don't save the masturbation part.
We'll
Like-
save it, but
I'll
tell
say
us,
it. I know,
please.
with like a book that explains like sex and puberty to kids.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to see.
I used to have one of those.
I used to
never-
jerk off to the pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so my mom bought it for me, and it was about it was a fucking puberty book, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's kind of turning me on.
Well,
Like,
Yeah, no, it
okay,
has
so I
anatomy.
saw it. And
Okay,
it,
okay.
I saw it and it talked about masturbation. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And so I went and tried it out. I was like, whoa.
Best thing.
But okay,
I
so-
seriously thought I was gay for the
but
longest time.
My first experience with porn was pretty interesting. I was flipping through channels on the TV and
Oh,
I
God.
came across like a sexy car wash thing or something like that. It's like,
Oh, dude, that just brought up so many
"Eh,
memories.
Shut up, let me tell
Wait.
my story. And I was like, whoa. I waited till I could see if I could find like.
Wait.
the
How
name-
old were you?
Yeah.
Like
Probably around like
Just
10
guess.
or 11.
10? Okay.
and like I waited to see if I could find
God,
like
my sister's
the
10.
name
That's weird to think
like
about.
the name
Yeah.
of the company that made it or something, but it was all in Spanish. So I was like, so
Hola, señora, ¿dónde es el caballo?
I typed this stuff into YouTube and I found some
Sexy
Yeah.
car wash.
some slightly similar
Dark
stuff,
side
and I
of
was like,
YouTube.
whoa, I can just look at this whenever I
You
want.
were that kid that masturbates to YouTube.
Yes. Okay. Oh wait, but
It didn't erase your history.
No.
My cousin
No,
taught me
I
how to
know
do that, so I've been
Hell
doing
no.
that forever now.
Okay.
Back when everyone
Wait,
used
okay,
Internet
so
Explorer.
I was looking around at that and then I saw a link and I was like, what's this? And
What's
I
this?
clicked on it and it happened to be
Oh, I think you told me
extremely
this.
hardcore BDSM and I was like,
Mom, what
what's,
is this?
What's,
This is
what's
sex.
this? And
There's
I
some
was
guy
a little
shitting on her
freaked
feet.
out. I was pretty freaked out, but then like the next day I was like, I'm gonna look at more of this.
Well, it was,
You know
was
what
it
else
just
for
somebody
interesting?
shitting on feet?
No, not that
Well, it was
extreme,
PSN.
but like
Just
pretty
like
hard.
tied up.
Yeah.
No, like hardcore domination.
Dude,
Oh, okay.
I saw this really, like, I'm into that BDSM shit.
Right.
I'm just gonna venture off. Like, a month ago, I
But
saw...
Joe Eels.
I know, just hold on
No,
one
go
sec.
on, go ahead.
I saw this one video, and I was like, holy fuck, I want to do that. It's a device where the woman is sitting up on a table, and her legs are
Oh,
propped
yeah,
up.
yeah.
And there's, like, a handlebar thing for the guy to hold on to so he could just, like, go, like,
Oh,
super
shit.
hard at it. And I was like,
Damn.
I need that, dude.
I
I
was
need that in
wanting
my
to try
life.
one of the machines. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Where
should.
you... Yeah. I don't
like
know.
laid it. It's
Yeah.
literally like it looks like a torture device, and the dildo is just like.
Yeah, it's like...
Alright, go
Okay,
ahead.
go ahead.
Like when I first started watching, I was like,
Jeez.
Right into the mic.
I think it was like 6 or 7. And
Okay.
that's like when I
still got
first
you beat.
started masturbating. And I had no idea how it worked. So I was like, yeah, you're supposed to masturbate with your ass.
What?
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Did you just go like this? You slap your ass?
Please
No.
explain.
I ruined many a pens.
Oh, you were you were
Oh,
like.
okay.
I just thought you were. Just,
One
like,
time I
you were
tried to
just-
shove.
Yeah, I just thought.
Stick stuff in your
Yeah, I
ass.
thought you were supposed.
Speaking
to.
of
Oh,
speaking
really?
of putting stuff in your butt, one time I tried to put the handle end of a baseball bat up in there.
Oh, jeez,
Oh,
that's
God.
a
Like
big
the
thing to
round
start
thing,
with.
God.
the round thing. I was
Okay.
like,
Ouch.
I was like, oh, it's not really fitting. Is
not
it
really
supposed to?
Okay, so I was really late to the game.
Nerd.
Well, I was because listen, I feel like a lot of people. I don't know. I grew up with a family computer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I didn't have a
I did
computer.
too.
when
Learn
I
how to
was-
delete your history.
Yeah, I learned. I
Yeah,
picked
but
up
I
quick.
didn't.
Yeah, my cousin showed me.
I
So.
didn't know that shit, I guess. I mean, I've always been pretty technologically illiterate. I remember I used to get on Newgrounds stuff.
Yeah.
And
That-
Funny
Yes.
Junk.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
on one
Funny
of,
Junk, yes.
on one of those
FunnyJunk.biz,
sites-
adult games.
listen, there was this video
Dab.
of like the male and the female on the bathroom signs like fucking.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
and that was the first video that I watched, and I was like really turned on. I was
Really?
probably like 12. I don't know.
By the
Yeah,
bathroom
yeah,
sign people.
but it's because it was the first time I ever like
Sure.
saw anything, even just a
Yeah.
silhouette, like
That's understandable,
fucking.
but
Right.
still.
And the first time I watched real porn, I was probably a junior in high school, a fucking sophomore
Seriously?
maybe. Yeah, no, for real.
It's
Because
alright.
listen, we got an iPad, and I used to
yeah.
keep it in my room at night because I stayed up later than the rest of my family. And one night I mean, it wasn't that I didn't masturbate already, but I was like, dude, I can check out this porn thing now.
Yeah.
And I've been going strong ever since.
Well, I didn't get to tell my full porn story.
okay,
Sorry,
finish up,
we were just
bruh.
we
No,
ended
no,
at you
you know, it's
shoving
just-
pens
you
up
know,
your
the
ass.
black-
No, I thought you were done. I thought you were
No,
done.
what was
Yeah, you can take
like
want
it.
the
at
rest of it?
first?
No, you can.
I had like basic cable, so I used to go on like channel 99.
Do you like it?
Like all that fucked up
Yeah, it's alright.
like green staticky porn. Like you
Yeah,
like, oh,
no.
I think I see enough.
Static porn.
I remember sitting, or not sitting, but I was at
Yeah.
my aunt's house because I used to stay the night at her house all the fucking time. Because you know, and I went into the kitchen because they had one of those little tiny square TVs in the kitchen, and
Yeah.
I was just flipping through channels because it was a late night. Green
You saw
static.
titties.
And
Yes.
I'm pretty
You're
sure I
like,
saw
is that a tit?
outlines of titties, and I was like, woo!
Yeah, no, and then
I'm
like,
gonna try and find that again.
I completely outed myself to where I had to like have the talk because I didn't know how like cable worked. So my grandma had insight, and I bought like a shit ton of porn.
Guys,
Oh my god.
Like she gets the bill and she's like, "Hey,
hey, look, okay.
I know
That will never be as embarrassing as when I felt the fucking need for no reason to tell my mom that I was a clopper, okay? That
what?
Are you
Oh my god!
fucking
Wow.
joking?
You're like the guy
Yes!
on the...
Dad, I'm a clopper. What is that? I jerk off to horses. Are you fucking kidding me? No,
Jerk
like,
off
You're
to
that
horses.
guy.
I don't know why. I'm sorry. I don't know why we're
Like
going into
the
this right now, but
Oh, we need
like,
to
No, you know we
No,
definitely need to go
there's
here.
no
We're not gonna-
stopping
okay.
now.
I was a brony, y'all know that, and
Uh-huh.
I feel like most bronies go into the dark side of, you know, clopping. I know Cody and I'm not gonna say.
You're
who
gonna
else.
out Cody right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna out Cody.
He's not here, so we're gonna roast him.
But-
Oh,
we
shit
are.
on him. Shit on
But
him.
we're gonna
We-
roast
oh,
the
yeah.
fuck out of
Okay, so I don't know why I was so into it. I think it was just more along the lines of.
Rarity's hot. I don't give a fuck.
It was more humanized. I was into
Yeah,
the
no, I
humanized
like
stuff.
it. Yeah.
Only humanized, but like... Yeah.
I won't lie. Sometimes, you know, I was like, oh, this is a pony. It's okay.
Oh.
But I was like, Mom, you know, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I just feel the need. You know, I'm a clopper. She's like, what? I was like, it's just, you know, I find cartoon horses attractive, and I jerk off to them sometimes. And she's like, oh, okay,
Oh,
great.
okay.
Great.
So-
I'm not gonna have grandkids.
Yeah, I fucking don't know why I did that. But
Okay,
that was
so I
it.
have more questions.
Okay.
First off, branching off the masturbating thing was the first time you guys did anything like some butt stuff. Can you talk about that? Weird. So you've never done it.
Never done
You've
okay.
never thought about it.
it. I briefly considered
It-
it, but like, nah.
You're just not
You
interested.
should because
Okay.
it's like
I think
the
everyone should try.
It's like
I mean, yeah.
it's like the equivalent of the G spot for the guy,
Right.
from what I hear. But see, my thing is I've been trying for so long. Oh, also,
Do you not get anything out of it? Or?
I can't. I know it sounds stupid, but I can like legit can't find my prostate. I've tried using like a vibrator. I've tried using like a a baseball bat. Like
Baseball bat.
my fingers, I just can't find it. So I kind of just give it
Okay.
up. But speaking of inserting other things, when I was a kid, you know those like leapfrog tablet things? I had one of the pens that come attached to it, and I used to do sounding. And sounding is where you insert stuff into your urethra.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
And I used
Did
to,
you really?
Yeah, I used to put it in there, and I was like, this feels weird.
Oh,
And then I used to take it out, and like it was a
Has it affected you, like now,
No.
like later in life? Nothing.
maybe there might. I think there's a hole in it, sort
I think
of,
there's a hole.
but I'm not sure.
Oh,
Interesting.
Jesus.
Oh, I've done plenty of stuff to fuck up my dick. Like, don't worry.
I
about
know
it.
you have.
But,
Okay, no butt stuff for you.
no, and I definitely don't think I will, because some medical examinations along those lines.
Yeah, but that wasn't the right.
Yeah, but like, it didn't really feel
Right,
great. It was weird.
right.
Like, it felt like I was taking a shit that I couldn't control.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but you
my
have
thing
to
about
get
butt
warmed
stuff.
up to it.
Yeah.
Is that I've really tried. But it's uncomfortable for me. Obviously, I don't have a prostate, so it doesn't do the same
Right.
thing for me.
I hear that.
But
it,
It feels
also-
weird when they twist the
Yes,
finger.
yeah.
I hear it
I've-
rubs your G spot though.
Sometimes it really depends, but
Hit or miss.
yeah, it's really hit or miss. But like more than anything, it's just uncomfortable, and also it might even feel good while it's inserted.
Yeah.
But once you take
feels
it
like you're
out,
shitting.
it
Oh,
feels
yeah.
like you're shitting, and I don't
Never
want
experienced
to.
that feeling.
No,
That's
I
weird.
don't
Yeah, I've never
want
experienced
to think about shitting and sex in the same realm of
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
feelings.
such a horrifying feeling where you're like, did I just shit myself?
Right,
You
yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
Check.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you're not sure where the finger ends
I
and
wanna-
the shit starts.
I want to try it
Whoa.
and, to see, does it really feel good? But I think I give up because I can't fucking find my fucking
Oh,
prostate.
I gave up years ago. Like,
Okay,
I
so what's
tried
your story
so-
on it, Julia?
I tried,
Baseball.
I
bat.
went out.
You didn't like a baseball
No,
bat?
I bought a vibrator for myself because I was like, I'm gonna go all in.
Yeah.
Go hard or go home. So like I bought a vibrator, and I used to use it fairly regularly, but
Mm-hmm.
at first it was doing nothing. Where like it was getting me hard, and I kind of liked it.
I used
but
to get
it was,
hard.
but
yeah.
like it got to the point where I was like, okay, this is gonna take absolute for fucking ever. So I would just do it and jerk off.
I
Yeah.
used to get hard from
But, like,
getting
it-
stuff up there, but now it's like
yeah, like
not
but as
anymore.
time went on, I was like, I
I really
don't-
hope
I
none of
don't
my
like
family
this.
listens to this.
Oh,
Oh god, I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I'm like, watch my first podcast. I used to stick shit on my ass and penis.
I don't
But-
have family on Facebook.
But like when,
so.
like when I first did, like I never went through that whole experience of like, oh, it feels like I'm shitting. It just felt like, oh, I'm taking a dildo out of my ass. Like it was
Okay.
weird walking.
It was weird
It
walking.
felt like so smooth in there.
Give me
Fucking weird. dude.
weird. Okay, no, actually, I have one more question before weird masturbation stories.
Oh god.
So is
I
this-
have one.
Is it normal
Oh.
that young guys, they watch porn together, right?
Yeah.
Young
Yeah.
guys, do you masturbate together? Because I've heard,
never.
I've heard
Okay.
some guys say, yeah. I mean, you don't want to admit it, but yes. And then I've heard some guys strongly say, no, that you don't do that.
Okay.
That's weird.
That's very
It's
defensive. I
been-
feel like they did.
See, right? I
Okay.
don't know if that's.
So I have a couple, like I said, I was pretty gay as a kid, and that's
Right,
That
yeah.
was,
Same.
I'm not gonna name names, but
Aren't all
I
kids,
think all kids
all
are
little
gay.
boys
We
are
went to-
gay?
All kids are gay.
we went to school with him.
I don't know. Gay.
He was a good friend of mine back in the day. We were
Okay,
really
okay.
close, and
You shouldn't say what school we
Yeah, you should
went
bleep that
to.
out.
Fucking
Okay, I will.
bleep that out.
I didn't. Even.
anyways, but we used to watch funny junk porn and stuff, and
Right.
we used to say stuff like, "Oh yeah, dude, like I would totally fuck anybody right now," and I was like, "Yeah, me too, yeah."
Yeah, right.
So
Because you're
to
just
try
really,
and- to
there's
try
a
and, like,
point where you're
initiate
just
that, but
like
they just
so
didn't.
horny. You're
Yeah,
like,
and
I'll
fuck
do
anything that
anything.
moves.
But I
Yeah.
have watched porn with people, and we did,
masturbated
like, at the same
mutually.
time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm confident in my sexuality.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like men, but I'm okay with that. So,
I've never I've never done that, and I always thought it was weird to hear about. And like,
Corey says he did, and he's really open about being
That's
like,
so
yeah, that's totally
odd.
normal. All
It's
guys do
like-
that.
it's oddly it's kind of hot.
well, I
It's-
mean,
It might be like guys that are slightly gay
Yeah,
that are gay.
and I definitely can say confidently, I don't like men. I don't find them that attractive. I can say, yes, you are an attractive male, but I sexually...
But you like dick,
Yeah, I
right?
like dick.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
sexually find you attractive, though, and I don't think I would enjoy having sex with you, but penis is good.
I got you.
That's fine.
I would say that it's different to watch porn with friends for me than to watch it like for the purpose of like, you know, jacking off or whatever. And so like,
Yeah.
you know, I've seen it, like I've casually like looked at it with friends like, oh man, look at that. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
even
Okay.
today, I casually show Tristan some stuff, and he's like, yeah, that's
We
cool.
send each other links, but I don't watch unless we're like joking.
Who?
You and I
Oh,
send each
yeah.
other links, but unless
Because
I'm like
it's like,
it's
yeah,
like
I've
a
already
joke
seen that.
porn
You've
or
already seen
something,
that.
I won't like watch porn with friends.
But
I guess.
when I actually heard about like guys who like jerk off together and watch it together, I was like, no, shut
No.
up. What?
People do that?
Yeah, I was so.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought that would be weird.
It was just never something you experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys don't talk about it. Damn, what did you drink
fucking
or
burping.
eat? Oh, okay,
Stop.
got ya.
I can't help it.
If you burp one more time, I'm gonna play the guitar.
One small extra kind of funny dumb thing about my
That wasn't
early
a burp.
porn looking. So I never knew to use like delete the history because I didn't know about that. So
Yeah.
you know, there's tons of porn on the history, and my parents talked to me about it. I was like, "What's this all about?" And I was like, no, it's like those pop-up ads. You know, you
Oh,
accidentally
no,
click
totally.
on something and they keep on popping up on their own. You know, I just I couldn't. And then I looked around until I
virus.
found this obscure French porn site called 8Cul, the number 8, then CUL, that for some reason didn't show up on the history, and it's like, yes. And so for the longest time, my main porn site before I discovered Pornhub or, you know, Incognito was 8Cul.
Well, why didn't you just delete the history,
Because I didn't
dude?
know that.
It's so
about that.
easy.
I didn't know about that. Like,
Let's all admit it. Back in the day, we all used Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, I kind of shiver.
Yeah.
Shiver, a
Firefox.
little shiver.
Like for me, like
Firefox
I
didn't
never.
come out for a while.
I
Though.
know.
Yeah.
I never used Firefox.
No.
It was either internet, and now I use Google Chrome.
Yep.
No, like for me, it was like I grew up like fairly alone, but like I never jerked off with a friend.
Okay.
You know, like
It's
but
not
as I got
bad.
older, I watched porn with friends. I'm like, oh, like check out this porn, like it's really cool. You know, like or this gets some totally fucking hard,
Like-
man. But like we've never like jerked off together.
When I
Locker room talk,
When-
as Trump would say.
look, okay, I'm gonna be legit. When I'm like actually watching porn with a friend, not just say,
Yeah.
hey, bro, check this out. But when I'm like sitting there watching it, I get uncomfortably horny, like super omega horny, and it's just like
When I'm hot.
I either need to leave or I need to go into your bathroom. It's
Or
like
I'm
it
just gonna
makes
do
me
this
so
right here.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
because I get so turned on watching porn with somebody else next to me.
Okay.
It's a weird
You
thing.
like that kind of stuff, though, right? You
I
to
like
be watched,
risky, like yeah,
Yeah.
and
Because you like public sex,
right,
right?
yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird. Like
I don't.
that's why I don't
love
watch
it.
porn with
I
people anymore.
I'm
absolutely
really good at
do
it.
not like public sex at all.
Once you become really good at it, you're just
Nope, it makes me
for
way
me
too.
for me at least, like it's like the ultimate turn on.
Nope,
It is a good-
nothing.
it's a
Oh
big
my
turn on.
god!
For
Like
me.
for me, it's just like that risk of being caught, but
Nope,
but
hate it,
knowing
hate
I
it.
won't be.
Anxiety.
I have too much anxiety for that. Too much.
I'm gonna do a sick kickflip.
Let's
in
move
order
on to
to-
weird masturbation
Yes.
stories.
Okay.
Let me tell
I
mine
think-
first because
Okay.
it's the shortest.
Go ahead.
This isn't even a weird masturbation story, but this is kind of like a mutual masturbate. So like,
I like how I'm open to tell about the baseball bat, but it's like
It's
I don't
so
want to
funny.
say about
I-
fucking masturbation.
I
So-
told you mine.
when I started our high school, which was an art school, I came out shortly after, I don't know, I was probably late freshman year or sophomore year, I came out to my family. And they were always like, that art school turned you gay, and stuff like that. Little did they know that I had been doing that kind of stuff with chicks for so long. And I recently, like, remembered that when I was in middle school, I was probably, I don't know, like 11 or 12. I had a friend that came over who was like, I don't know how to French kiss. And we made out, and one thing led to another, and we like mutually masturbated and stuff like that, and like touched each other. And like, I don't know, I didn't remember that until recently, and I was like, I've been gay for so long. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not something that I realized in high school. It's like, I've been doing that stuff for so long. I've kissed way more girls than I have guys, even before I came out.
And it's weird because, like I said, for a long time, I really thought, I might be gay. Like, I had girlfriends in elementary school, but those weren't girlfriends. But, like,
right.
in, like, elementary school, we would find this spot, on the playground where, nobody could see, and, like, we would look at each other,
Really?
and we would, like, touch them and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
and sometimes we'd go in the bathroom before class, and it was just like, wow, I was so young doing that? What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, yeah. A weird thing that happened is it was fall, and we were behind this thing, and we were
What
putting...
is the
Well,
thing?
behind
I
this
don't
thing.
Like
know.
a giant cube-looking thing that had a
We were
trash.
So,
behind
like,
a giant
garbage?
cube.
Yeah. And
A
Like a
garbage
dumpster?
Can, a dumpster.
no, like it was surrounded by. It was the dumpster surrounded by a fucking garbage can.
Gotcha.
Security thing.
Yep. Mhm.
Whatever. We were so weird. We are like, dude, let's put leaves in our pants on our dick.
Let's.
What?
Why?
Let's put
Oh my god!
in our people.
Why would
And-
you do that?
I don't know. It felt
Put
so
a turtle
bad
on my
too.
foreskin.
Yeah, put a turtle on your foreskin. And it's just like the weird things you remember as a kid.
Yeah.
Now it's like, why?
What the fuck did I do that? Yeah.
Why did I put a turtle in my foreskin?
Okay, it's
I
time.
didn't do that.
It's time for weird masturbation.
Oh, yeah. you're a
Yeah,
weird
it's that
masturbation.
time,
Me and
boy.
Tristan should save
I
ours for
literally,
last.
I
Okay.
don't have any.
It's so
Really?
bad.
Oh, mine's bad.
But like I
These
said,
are
I
good.
think I was really
Or
late to the
I
game,
probably-
and I don't think that I really like masturbating.
Well, when I was going through like my drought where I didn't have sex for like 4 years, I was ridiculously horny one. Like
You
I
were
was,
ridiculously.
I was
I was ridiculously horny.
uncontrollably horny that day. Like before I did this, I jerked off like 6 times.
A day.
No, within the hour.
Nobody will ever be Damon jerking off
That's-
17 times in one fucking
The most
day.
I can do is like 8. Then
Okay.
it hurts. But like right after that, like I was like, you know what? I gotta find a way to simulate sex, man. I gotta figure this shit out.
Oh, was it this?
It is. I don't know why.
Did you
I-
fuck a couch cushion?
No.
I've had my
It's
fair
way
share
worse than
of
that.
those.
Oh, great, lovely.
I have no idea why I thought, yeah, this is gonna simulate sex.
It's okay, dude.
I got
I
out
had
some
that
bread
peanut butter, bro.
and some fucking mayonnaise.
I
made a
chicken sandwich. It was you.
No, I just like put like a lot of mayonnaise between these 2 slices of bread, and I fucked
That's the worst
I fucked
condiment
the
too.
shit.
The worst condiment to choose.
Yeah,
and
mayonnaise
listen,
is-
I make chicken
I
sandwich.
like mayo, but it's that smell.
No,
like that's
I
amazing.
don't know
bro.
why.
It's
But that
okay,
totally
dude.
made sense to me. I was like, yeah, and I fucked the shit. There was
Right.
bread everywhere.
It's
Of
okay,
course
dude.
it makes sense to you.
I had
Look at that
I had a lover and her
There's so
name
much
was
bread.
Peanut Butter, so I know.
Oh, I remember your story.
Yeah.
Okay, Tristan, it's your turn.
No, I'll go first because Tristan's pretty good. Okay, so
okay.
for the longest time, like I said, I've been doing sexual stuff since I was just a wee bap. And so the way that I used to masturbate, because, before your testicles drop, you don't produce any cum or
Yeah.
anything.
You don't?
No,
you don't.
Nothing comes out. You just
Really?
No,
it's like a
it's pure
Because like
spermicide.
even if you get a vasectomy,
No,
you
it's
still
ju-
produce
Well, you-
liquid.
No, yeah,
it's
it's
just
nothing
just-
comes out.
not
Nothing
it's just
comes
sperm.
out because your testicles
no, like
haven't
nothing.
dropped yet.
No sperm comes out.
No pre-cum, nothing.
No.
No, for me, pre-cum did. That,
Yeah, it might have
But it was
but
pre-cum.
it
like,
didn't
was all-
shoot out.
But it,
like,
like
nothing
not like no
shot
sperm.
out.
Like,
Okay.
Okay, but so, oh my god, for the longest time,
like,
imagine
oh,
how
yeah.
you pet a cat like back this
Yeah,
way,
yeah. God.
but think
Don't
of
start
it
with
like
that way.
this way, like back to head.
Yeah, okay.
I used to go like
can't
this.
say- you can't go like this in audio.
I just said-
People don't know what
I
that
just
means.
The
said-
way you
From
pet a
ba-
cat, right?
Pet a cat backwards from
Backwards.
ass to head, and I used to go like this a lot.
Oh my
like
God.
a lot.
So you
all
were
the
just like
time.
rubbing your
Yes.
dick.
Yeah.
And-
Not a stroke,
but
a rub.
yeah, and
To
I did that so
specify,
much.
He
and
means like stroking upward from the bottom side
that's
of
what
his
I
head.
just
Yeah,
said,
Dick.
like 3
ball to
times
head.
from ass to head.
Ugh.
Oh.
Anyway,
From the gooch.
anyways,
That's my favorite word. The
one thing
gooch.
I think this caused me to have less sensitivity.
That's what our podcast should be named.
The,
The
gooch.
Second of all,
Welcome to 170, the gooch.
secondly,
Lick my ball.
I did it so rough one morning before school, it started to bleed.
Oh my god.
And then
Oh,
I was
no.
like, you know what? Probably shouldn't do it
Probably
like that
need to stop
anymore.
that now.
So that is my weird masturbation story.
Okay, so
Tristan.
before you go on, well, because this will be quick, I was turned on by gore for really long.
Oh
Really?
my
You had a
God.
gore
I am
fetish?
not
That
joking.
killed my boner for 2 weeks. Remember, he sent me like this one girl like masturbating with a knife, and like there was blood everywhere.
Well, not
and
that.
but
I
no,
watch
oh
scary
my,
movies like
no, holy shit! It killed my boner for like 2
Oh.
weeks. I could not get an erection.
I wanna tell
like
you guys
okay,
that- I
the
wanna tell you-
remake of Evil Dead, the part where her arm just is hanging by a fucking like one tendon and it's
One
raw. Like the remake
God,
of
I'm
Evil
so
Dead
horny.
isn't great.
I need
but
to-
It's gore. Like it's gore porn.
I need to tell
and
you
like
guys.
it made me so horny.
Weird.
And like
That's
I
weird.
used to want to like cut
just wanna
Corey
cut my-
and stuff like that.
Oh, God.
He let me cut him and burn him. But I have since I've
Tried
started
it.
taking medication
Oh.
and stuff like that and like calm down with like depression. I don't self-harm anymore. So I didn't
Right.
feel the reason I self-harm to begin with is because I was afraid if I didn't hurt myself, I would hurt somebody else. And it so like that since I don't have that need anymore, it's faded. But I used to be like really aggressive, like it really made me hot.
So speaking of gore, I actually want to tell you a funny story that Melissa told me.
Who is this? Is this China? Okay, you
Don't
better
give last
bleep that
names.
out. But...
Bleep that out.
I don't know how. Whatever.
Figure
But
it
yeah.
out.
Anyways,
I'll show
so
you.
Can't put this out if
before Tristan goes, he knew this guy
We can
who
cut
had
that
a
part.
boyfriend that liked sounding, so putting things in his dick.
Okay.
He put a toothbrush in there, bristles and all,
That's huge.
bristles and
Oh
all,
my god.
and it got stuck. So what did they do? They
They
took
went to
a
the-
scalpel
Oh,
and they cut the penis open to get the.
them or they go
Them.
to the
No,
dog?
them.
Why in
And
the
They
fuck
cut it.
would you do that to yourself?
They cut it open, and he.
I'm sorry,
he was,
I sound like such a mom,
no,
but
he was coming while he was cutting
no.
it open.
Oh no!
Oh god.
And then they had to get the toothbrush out, and then I think they went to the hospital. I was like, why the fuck would you ever do
He
that?
also sent me one of someone cutting off his own dick. I don't-
What does he?
I
what,
don't
know.
Like BB
Olympics.
Pain Olympics.
Yeah, Pain Olympics.
That was probably
No.
my first penis that I ever
Really?
saw. Was
That was a
BB
bad
Pain
way to be
Olympics.
introduced
It sure
to penis.
was.
That's probably why you don't like them.
That's probably true. I got
Okay,
a little
so,
bit
Tristan.
scarred.
All right. So, as I mentioned before, I got introduced to the idea of masturbation really from that like puberty book. I didn't really know how to do it. It didn't say how. It just described it, and it had like a little picture. And I looked at the picture, and I was like, okay, I'll try that. And so my first time trying that, well,
It's gonna be hard to.
by the picture, it looked like the kid like was making his hand into a vagina by like imagine you do like the Star Trek,
Like the Spock thing.
yeah,
Okay.
like the live long and prosper
that?
thing.
No,
Sure.
not like
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
like with
that.
your index
Is that
and middle, index
the,
and middle finger
was
together.
that like nerd? Like I
No.
just did a nerd disaster instead of the Spock thing.
No, that is the Spock.
That is
Okay,
indeed
Yeah,
the
that's
Spock.
I
what
don't science
But,
fiction. That's
okay,
my
so, like,
one nerd thing I
middle
don't
finger
do.
and index finger together, ring finger and pinky finger
Yeah.
together with the space in between, and then you make a fist with that. And so then like the
So your
gap
dick's
between,
in the middle of the.
yeah, the gap between is sort of like the shape of a vagina, kind of. And so
No.
then I'd like, put like jerk myself off with like that gap in between because I guess like that's sort of vagina shaped and well I guess
But
I would
it's-
actually jerk. I would just kind of squeeze and like that would force it in and out and I was like.
Oh my goodness.
And so that was pretty weird, and I kept looking back to the picture, and I'm like, "Am I doing this right?" And at some point, I thought the picture was like he was just like rubbing the top of it, like stroking it, and I was like, and I
Just
tried
giving
that.
a little pat.
Yeah, but it's like
A
this,
little rub.
Little
and I think I
pat.
came once like that, but I was like, "This is stupid. This doesn't work. I'm just gonna go back to the old, the regular way."
The real way.
And
the real
and then
way.
years-
Live long and
And
prosper.
then years later,
fuck
I was
up.
like, years later, I discovered the proper way of doing. Well,
Years?
I mean, I guess I knew. Well, a couple of years, not a long
God.
time.
That's a long time.
Well, okay,
That's a
so
long
I
time.
knew about the proper way of doing it, but I was like, nah, this is way
We'll call
better.
that a Spocky.
But I thought this
Coined
one
your
was way
curse.
better, and so like eventually I was like, well, okay, so the first time I did that, but also
You
I-
didn't see somebody jerking off in a movie or
No,
something?
No.
Jeez.
No, okay, so I knew about the other way, but I thought this way was better, and I think like
Did you
the
try
very
the other way?
first- No. Well, like, in the
No.
very first
No, you had to
time-
give
Live
your
long and prosper is the superior
You
masturbation
had to give your
method.
foreskin a little tug.
Well, okay,
Little
so like
tuggy
the
tug.
very first time I did that, but I also had my hands behind that, like to go down the rest
Well,
of the
it's
shaft.
different for you, isn't it? Because you
No, it's
have
not
foreskin,
different. It's
right?
not different.
Well, it
Not
is
really.
kind because
Not
it
really.
like
Well, and the only
It's
difference
not-
is that
it
like
comes
when
out, you
when
know
I
what I
did
mean?
that, there was a little like skin flap poking out of the gap between
Oh,
my fingers.
God.
But
Because he had.
thanks for that imagery.
Well, he had
You're welcome.
phimosis. So
well,
is that too much information?
I'll explain that in a sec. But like I had
Okay.
I had my other hand on the shaft so that it was
So
like
it
going
imitates a
all the way in.
blowjob.
Oh, okay,
technically,
okay.
all the
Got
way in,
ya.
quote unquote. But yeah, and then a good while later, I was like, I'll try the regular way. I was like, this is much more convenient and normal. I'll just stick with this.
Yeah.
But
Um,
oh shit, what was I gonna say?
What were you
Oh yeah,
gonna
no, it's not abnormal because I saw somebody do it in a bukkake video. So
Isn't it another common thing that guys will like lay on their stomachs
No.
and go like
No.
because they like the
well-
pressure?
well,
I think that's normal for young
not necessarily
boys.
that, but my very first
I
time,
liked being in a pool and
I
having
guess I
that
should
jet on
specify.
my dick.
specify
That was good,
my
man.
very first time I was like on my knees and like with my head down, and I just put my hands in the position that I previously described on the bed and like fucked my hands. Like I didn't
I'm
jerk
sure
off,
that
I
was, like-
fucked my hands. And
You like
I-
that?
Very primitive.
Yeah, and
No,
then I
it
was
wouldn't
like,
be
I'll
like-
just jerk
you know,
off.
Oh yeah, you like that, baby? I'm giving it to you real hard.
I just thought of a
Like that sounded like Mickey Mouse.
Hey Tristan, I'm gonna give you a real handy.
Oh, jeez.
Let me give you a hand, Tristan.
My big gloves.
Hey Tristan, let me give you a hand.
Trust me, the gloves are soft.
my Mickey laugh sounded more like Goofy.
Yours, Tristan.
Okay.
Yours.
I mean, as they mentioned, yes, I have hippie parents, so I grew up without a foreskin.
Lucky.
Sorry,
with-
hairy parents.
I almost
It's a
really
Sasquatch.
hairy
I
parents.
had hippie
Sasquatch
parents, so I grew up with a foreskin because they didn't want to be
Lucky but
circumcised.
unlucky.
Lucky, but
Listen,
unlucky.
if I had a son, I would not get them.
Oh
cut.
no,
Yeah,
it's, we're
yeah,
not getting
it's-
into this now, but it's
No,
definitely
yeah, because
mutilation.
I could talk about foreskin forever.
I could do
know
a whole
it's bizarre,
podcast on
but-
foreskin. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I was recently
Circumcised.
Shut up.
Circumcised.
Circumcised for.
They did it with a fork.
for
It's a
some
little
medical-
different.
Oh god.
For some medical reasons.
I actually watched a circumcision and it's,
Yeah, it's not
painful
pretty.
to watch.
Well, like, okay, so as the person who has most recently had one, has the most educated opinion on it.
Fuck you. We were all circumcised.
As a female, I have the most
Okay,
educated
but
opinion on
it
foreskin.
happened to me
okay?
like recently, and I
Right,
went through
no,
like
I
months
got
of
you.
talking to my doctor about this. So like, I think circumcising a kid is not a great thing. I think if you're an adult, if you choose to do that, sure, that's fine. And
Yes,
if you
give
need
the
it for
kid a
medical,
choice.
if you need it for medical reasons like me, yes,
Because
like obviously.
Did you
'cause-
see the picture where they circumcised the kid, but they fucked it up so bad
You're
that they had
literally
to cut it off?
mutilating a
Yeah.
child.
You are mutilating it. You're getting rid of thousands of nerve endings,
Doing it
and it's
to-
supposed to be
And
there to
people
protect the
do
head
it
glands.
because they
Of
think
religious
it's
reasons.
healthier. No, they think it's healthier.
Well,
They think
but
it
it
prevents.
happened because of religious reasons.
They think
it's
it prevents.
not. They just don't know.
They think
do
it
it 'cause it's the
prevents
thing to
urinary
do.
tract infections and like diseases, which
I
is
mean,
not true because
well-
if you have foreskin, you can fucking pull it back and clean it.
Okay, so-
unless you have phimosis.
Well, let me get to that. So
Did you get schmegma?
Yeah.
Schmegel?
He got some. He made some homemade
schmeg.
cheese.
oh
Oh
god. Okay.
Jesus!
Okay,
I'm
so-
not gonna eat for a year.
So while I did have foreskin,
I brought it up, so
Boy,
it's
this
my
is getting
fault.
personal.
Smega.
I
Schmegel. That's
Omega
like-
Smega.
well, I did have foreskin, and some people would consider me lucky for that. I was not entirely lucky because I had a
'Cause
medical
you had
condition, a medical condition called
Yes,
phimosis.
Schmegma.
Is it smeg?
It's
Schmegma.
You can say
Schmegma.
Like a Jew.
You
Schmegma.
can say either
Schmegma.
way.
Whoa.
Right?
Racist. Like a Jew.
Like a Jew.
Oh,
Oy vey, Schmegma.
but,
Okay, it comes
I'll
from
cut it off and spread it on my bagel.
purely a place
God.
of ignorance. Is that Jewish people say things with the H's, right?
No.
Schmegma.
No.
not
Wow, you're an idiot.
Listen, I don't think I've ever met a Jewish person.
Neither have I don't think.
It's a place of
Okay, this
ignorance.
is totally
I-
unrelated. Okay,
That's
so
totally
phimosis is where your foreskin
It's too
well, like,
tight.
yeah, so basically, it's in normal person, it's supposed to be able to stretch all the way over the head and get behind it.
What
For
the
me,
fuck? You
Yeah.
can like tuck your balls in.
No, you can't.
Good night.
What?
But for,
Like
It's like a-
blankie.
but for
It's like a
mine,
blanket for
the
your head.
skin
Yeah,
is
like a
not
blankie.
stretchy enough.
Okay,
and
am I the
so-
only one that's ever taken my ball sack and stretched it over my dick?
I have.
Like
Yes.
a blankie.
I was
Your
like,
ball
I
sack
wonder.
is your dick.
I was like, I
blanket.
wonder how far this can
Yeah.
go.
Sorry.
So completely over.
That's
Shield.
why they're so wrinkly.
Like a blankie. I don't.
This is education time.
Anyways, about your smegma.
Back to the schmegma.
Back to the
so
schmeg.
it wasn't stretchy enough, so it couldn't
It's
go
schmeg hour.
over the head, and so I got the schmegs.
Smegs.
And
Wait. I gotta clear something up about Jews. Alright.
Please,
Why?
okay,
What the fuck?
First off, it's a place of ignorance, but I'm pretty sure that's like a stereotype. I'm not saying that it's a real thing, but isn't it
No.
like a stereotype? Like the
stereotype
New York
is-
Jew, they
The stereotype is that they're always like.
say. Okay, never heard that one.
Wow.
But it's like I swear to you, I'm
no.
gonna look it up. I don't know when I'm gonna
Hey.
even look it up, but
This
That's
is,
the
lot of
stereotype.
this is a great podcast. Quality, 100% quality.
Racist.
okay,
The
back.
racist out.
Okay.
Like, okay, so if a white person
Oh my
they
God.
said
Oh my God.
smegma, then a
Smegma.
Jew
Okay.
would say schmegma.
No.
That's so
Let
racist.
me clarify
Some
this.
people say schmeg.
Okay, listen, it's from a place of ignorance and also stereotype. I don't know
Fucking
Jewish
white,
people. I literally just
cis.
know.
Okay, let me
Listen, I'm not
cis
fucking white
privilege.
to start. I
Privilege.
look white, it's not fair. I'm really, really Indian, and I
Oh
don't
my
get
God.
any of the good shit about being an Indian. I look like a fucking white person.
Well,
and
yeah,
I
me
hate
too,
white
and I'm
people.
Hispanic, kind of. I'm
Yeah,
European
true.
Hispanic.
We're in the same boat.
Okay,
about
I've got the hair.
that.
That's the best part.
Let me
You
clarify.
got the last name, buddy?
For everyone
Garcia.
wondering about if
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
smegma versus schmegma.
It's
okay?
smegma.
No, listen.
It's
Okay.
schmegma.
I saw one of
Shut
the
up,
best
you Jew.
urologists in the U.S.
And he
got
called
that.
it schmegma.
due to these medical issues that I mentioned.
The
and
best?
He's one of them.
Did you go to fucking like?
And he called it schmegma, is what you're getting at.
He used
Why,
it
boy, you got the
interchangeably.
schmegma?
He said
Was he
both-
Jewish?
No.
Oh
He
my
said
God.
both smegma and schmegma. He said, like, he used either one, so it is both. Both are correct.
my boy, you've got the schmeg in ya.
Also,
You
let me
have
take-
a schmeg.
Also, let me
and,
take this
uh,
little
Alright,
moment
Elijah, you've
to
got the
educate
smeg.
people on what exactly it is, because a lot of people don't really know. They're just like,
It's
"Ooh,
dick
it's
cheese."
crud."
It's
Dick
dick
cheese.
cheese.
Dick cheese.
Okay,
yeah.
but explain
That
to
you
me what
spread
that
on your
is.
bagels.
Explain to me what. No.
I'm telling you, it's
No.
dick cheese.
Dick
That's what it
balls.
is.
It's cheese produced by your dick
Okay, listen.
that Japanese people lick up in porn.
It
What?
is.
You've never seen that?
No.
Oh,
There's a porn
Fuck off.
where
Stop
the
talking about
guy.
it.
Okay,
so
no,
gross.
back to Tristan's.
We're talking about porn.
So
I'm never
we-
gonna
we
eat
were
again if
supposed to
you
talk
tell
about
me
porn.
this.
So, smegma, or schmegma, is basically the penis by the head has what is called the sebaceous glands, or sebaceous. And
Look at this
they,
fucking
It's sebaceous.
thank you. And they basically produce sweat and
Sorry, I watch a lot of medical videos.
and also some
Talk louder.
and also, as we know,
Or move
people
closer to the mic.
people shed skin cells. So smegma is when the sweat from that mixes with the skin cells and just sort of accumulates under the foreskin. And
So it's
becomes
just a
like
glorified
paste.
cyst.
No.
Is it sweat though? That's been
Yeah.
Well, that's what a
crusted?
cyst is skin. It's just skin
No,
that
a
flakes
cyst
off.
is hair stuck inside of a skin.
No, that is a hair follicle,
it's
and
just
it
like-
can make a cyst. But the content inside of a cyst
It's
is
like
literally
No, it's
but it's literally just shedding of skin.
no, it's
I'm
not
telling
quite,
you, I watch so many fucking medical videos. I could be a
It's not quite
dermatologist.
that.
Okay,
It's
Glenn.
it's like so you're shedding skin inside of the foreskin, but then also the sweat mixes with that, and it just sort of turns into a paste.
Okay.
But actually,
and you brush your teeth. Got it.
ugh.
No, you spread it on your
But
toast.
smegma
Oh,
is
God.
actually meant to keep the head of the penis somewhat lubricated. It's the only problem is when there's too much and you don't clean it off. Like
If you
the small
fucked a
amounts,
girl
like the
with
small,
schmegma, would she get a UTI?
probably. Like,
Well,
having too much is the problem. Like, your penis
Okay.
produces very small amounts of it to keep, well, if you have a foreskin, to keep it sort of moisturized and healthy, but if you don't clean it regularly, then you'll get too much, and that can cause infections, which will cause pain and, screw up your skin.
This is educational.
Yeah, thank you. I've been getting educated for a while on this, but,
You're getting learned.
yeah, I was.
You learned a thing.
I learned many
Let me
things.
learn
I'm
you
a
a
penis
thing or two.
master now. I know all about it. Not really.
You're a
I'm
schmegma
gonna call you
master.
I know
Penis
more than
The
most people
schmegma
probably
master.
would. I've
That's
looked
true. More than the common man.
Yeah, more than the common
That's
man.
true. But you should pride yourself in that, really.
Yeah,
I mean, you should know about your anatomy. Oh my god. The short time that I interned with a sex ed company, you would be so surprised what people just, oh my god. People our age that know nothing
dude,
about
Yeah,
their
because
body.
schools don't teach them anything.
Nothing.
I've talked to so many people who they're like, I don't even know about my own anatomy. It's like, but it's your body.
I had.
like,
Do you want to know
no,
how many
you're
high
nuts.
schoolers I met that thought that a good contraceptive was to pee after sex because you would pee out the cum, and that is why
That's
we have
terrifying.
teen pregnancies.
That's
But
true.
it's true.
I can
this
push
is
it
why
out.
sex ed is important, kids.
Well, I pee after I have
Truly.
sex and then clean it up and then go again. I don't use protection.
That's
Well, I-
terrible.
Yeah, but that's
And
an
that
issue.
led to your
and
many-
when you have a fucking
I-
child,
I kind of use protection, sort of.
kind of.
Oh, I
sort
use a
of.
pull-out method.
dude, I take the
It
pill
does not
and
work.
we use
It does.
It should.
the
You
pull
that's
out
how-
method. Does not work.
It doesn't
Listen.
work.
Listen,
Because your
listen, Linda. Listen.
No, we're talking about porn. Shut
No,
the fuck up about
this
it.
is
I
not-
don't
little
fuck.
bits
We're
of
talking
sperm
about
throughout the
porn,
whole
but
time you're
we're
having
moving-
sex, not just when
Yeah,
you're
we're
orgasming.
removing
We're
a lot.
moving on. We're
No,
moving
we're
on.
not.
Yeah, we're still talking about sex. But you're supposed to move. It would be so boring if we talked about just porn.
I like the big titties and the butt.
Like,
Okay. Well, the pull-out method doesn't
It
work.
doesn't.
It doesn't work because your sperm
you
doesn't
have
just
free
come
cum.
out of your penis
free
when
cum.
you come. Like, just sperm
I
is
know
just
the
freely
fucking pull-out
flowing
method
out a
doesn't
little
work
bit
because
throughout
that's
the
why
whole
my
entire
cousin
time.
has a fucking baby right now.
Real talk too is that a lot of people. I mean, you have to find what's right for you because
Sure.
a lot of different contraceptives can make females really depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as somebody that
Body.
takes antidepressants, my birth control pill actually increases the effects I get from an antidepressant. So it actually
Ryan's
like
gonna
makes
stop
it
the porn.
better for me.
Yeah, you want to use a contraceptive to like prevent it from happening rather than using like Plan B because that is.
Oh,
pretty
it's
harm-
really bad for
Yeah,
the female
it's
body.
Extremely
Yeah,
harmful,
yeah.
and so you want to avoid using that as much as you
I'd
can.
say I'm on the pill and I've never missed a day in 4 years. And I'd say we still use condoms 90% of the time.
Yeah.
As you should.
I
already
hate
don't have
cum,
sensitivity,
though.
Why would I not?
Real talk, I hate cum. It smells bad. It's gross.
So bad.
It's sticky.
Just maybe
Mine
eat
does
a
not
bunch
have
of
a smell.
pineapple.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Listen,
You
listen.
I think you might have on.
You have the odds of your cum.
You know what?
smell.
I have ingested my own sperm.
Well, I'm sure if
Gooch,
you're
lubrication,
unhealthy,
the gooch, yeah.
obviously the things that come out of your vagina are gonna be
Using,
unhealthy. I don't
soap
know.
to clean your vagina can.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
whatever, 'cause
Listen,
it's
like
bad for
people,
you.
How
this
do you
is
clean your
something.
vagina then?
Probably.
Okay,
Just
first
water,
off,
just water.
you don't use soap. You just use water, and you
Yeah.
don't put things inside your vagina. Just
No.
splash the water, okay? Because here's the deal: is that something that is common is douching, and we don't think. What the fuck am I looking at? Ew.
Wait.
Okay. Anyway, something I thought was totally normal when I was young was douching because you hear about that, but nobody ever tells you not to do it. And your vagina is kind of like a habitat.
No.
And if you fuck up the habitat, you know that it's gonna mess with stuff. It's gonna make your
Yeah.
vagina unhealthy.
There's,
The same way that like wearing panties gives you more, and the tighter the panties, like thongs, stuff
You
like
never wear
that.
another
The
man's
real
fortune,
cute
bro.
shit, it's gonna increase your risk of getting a UTI.
You never take another man's fortune, bro.
Yeah, you also don't clean a penis with soap.
I do.
I do.
You shouldn't
Why?
because it dries
Educate
out the
me.
skin.
Yeah.
so that's bad for
So I
it.
should probably
He
start.
likes
doing
that dry.
Yeah,
That
you-
dry
No,
dick.
my dick has been dry for so
Yeah,
long.
it dries it out and irritates the skin. Like it won't cause damage, but it'll
Jesus.
make it.
Then
like,
how do you properly wash it? Then?
just soap?
Water.
Because
You just said don't
Yeah,
use
don't-
soap.
I'm
Water,
sorry,
just
I
water.
meant just water. Because
That doesn't clean it,
Your
though.
genitals
Yeah.
are a habitat.
Yes, because
Listen, like you
penises
don't.
and vaginas
They're
are naturally-
self-cleaning
Yeah, they're
things.
naturally designed.
Not
to
if
be
you don't
able-
have foreskin.
And if you
No,
mess
That's
that
what the
up,
foreskin is for.
No, but even regardless, using soap is bad for it. Like sometimes you can get
he's
away
right.
with a
This is
really-
like I said. I interned with a sex ed company,
Yeah,
and this
my-
is stuff that we
Also, my mom
taught.
is a sex ed teacher, and I've also been. seeing
Whatever,
her.
faggot. Fuck you.
I'm saying.
Listen,
soap,
you're just pissed because you got a dry dick.
It's true, bro.
Soap is bad for genitals. Just
I
use
just wanna
water.
cut it
They're
off.
designed to be able.
Cut your dick off.
They're designed to be
Shove
able
finger
to keep
your
themselves
dick. Gender.
clean.
Yeah.
Just use
That
I actually
was-
saw
Just use
a
water.
porn video where a guy didn't have a dick and he was just rubbing it like a clit and then he came out of the hole.
What?
It was
Oh, that's
weird.
terrifying.
But you can get away with really gentle, really natural soaps. The
Mm-hmm.
big problem is like scented soaps,
Body
with,
wash,
like, yeah,
things
and
like that.
chemicals and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That will really screw it up.
Okay,
I
so
use fancy soap.
are we gonna talk
Yeah, it's probably
about
bad
the eat and cum story?
No.
You're
Yes.
too embarrassed.
Too embarrassed.
Too
Please,
embarrassed.
come on. I love
Okay,
your
well,
story.
tell
Oh,
us your
so-
story about the vagina. The vagina.
The vagina?
I don't know. You were saying that you
Oh.
tasted
no, well,
some stanky pussy.
no. The most
My favorite.
recent time I had sex that literally stopped me from having sex. Like I haven't had sex
Oh,
in months.
with
Yeah.
yeah.
It was so bad.
Listen,
I
this is how I
gagged.
explained it because the last time I had sex with a girl, it wasn't very
No.
good. And now I've been with a guy for 3 years.
But,
And
like-
I say that when it's like a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, you might really like sandwiches,
Yeah.
but if you
That
have a
sandwich-
bad sandwich, you might not want a sandwich for a while.
Yeah. No, I really have not wanted to do anything for a while
Yeah.
because it was so bad. Like. It was so bad, it made me gag, and as soon as I stopped,
my
like, as soon
God.
as we were done, I immediately went up to, like, go wash everything, because
Oh.
the smell would not come out of, like, my skin. It was so bad. I just wanted
It
her
was
to
in
go
your
home.
skin
It was in
crevices.
my skin. I
Oh my
washed
God.
everything, like, in a sink. I was like, I just need to get this the fuck off me, and I got completely different clothes. And I just
Was that
wanted
your
her to go
house?
home. Yeah.
Was she a
before I
heavier
moved.
set
Mhm.
girl? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you.
You know. that.
Yeah, you.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who it is? Okay.
Yeah. Oh god.
I mean,
I
I'm.
Oh god.
Listen, like I'm not skinny by any means. I got the big titties, big booty.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
yeah.
body, your body like accumulates for the difference in your body.
But
Woo!
like I don't like have that. I feel
No.
like you have to.
no,
I
no,
feel
no.
like
It's
you have
like
to be
you have to be
unhealthy.
very
You have to
unhealthy
be-
for
Yeah.
anything to have that smell or taste or whatever. Like
Wasn't
and
just like it was like rotting.
no, okay, it was.
Rotting
You know how
flesh.
they're like, oh, something smells like fish. Like no, a rotting dead fish
Cool, dude.
in the heat in the sun.
In
Nice.
the sun.
In the sun.
Even better.
There are some natural things that you can take that can help to reduce that.
Yeah. But like,
Well, I'm sure she didn't know her pussy was stank.
I'm fairly sure she didn't know because it usually does at the time. But ever since I was like, I don't even. I was
Wow,
completely.
Chloe, get off your
I was
phone.
completely done.
Listen, Linda.
While we were talking, I remembered another crazy masturbation thing I used to do.
Please
Okay.
tell.
I used to suck my own dick in the shower.
I licked the
Yeah.
head of my dick.
No, I used to
I can,
seriously
lick
go
my nipple.
at it. Like
Yeah,
I would
a lot of
I
it.
would suck my own dick until I
Show us right here, Chloe.
Yeah, right now.
You
That's
know,
not,
guys don't get to know today.
Tomorrow.
God damn it.
I sent you a picture. Of
You
my
promised,
before.
and I never got one.
See one later.
Okay.
I don't know.
The
Listen,
silence.
listen. I really don't have a problem. It's a fucking body, but I'm
Yeah.
too insecure to just whip out my titty.
True.
But this is a safe space.
Shut up, Julia.
No, guys, the audience
We
will
love
hear
you.
it.
They'll
Hear
hear
the
my
boob.
titty.
Yeah.
I got double D's, guys. It was gonna make it.
I thought you had like
Best-
triple
I
D.
have
Yeah,
bigger
that's
than double
okay.
D's. The last time I was measured, it was a double D. That was a year
Total
ago,
bullshit.
and they are larger now. I can't.
So it's probably like.
But like,
Fit into
but
my
like, aren't your
bras that I
boobs like
had
just like
before.
your ears and nose? Like they never stop growing? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I don't.
No!
I don't know these
That's
things. Why
not-
fucking ask?
Yeah,
Your ears and nose
don't
never stop growing.
even when you die.
Yeah.
Right, I knew that.
Yeah, but I was
no,
I was
your
Your
curious.
titties don't.
That's why I'm asking.
Same way
They-
that like when you lose weight, your boobs go
Get
first.
smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, see, these are the things you gotta ask. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yo,
Ins-
titties never stop
inspira-
growing.
Inspiration 2K16.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to my manager and be like, "You're really fucking hot. Can I fuck before I leave?
Can I fuck?
Can I fuck
Can I
before
fuck?
I leave?"
Can I just get it in?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a thing about a titty, okay?
Uh-huh.
You get itches under your titty.
I know.
Yeah.
I have titties.
Yeah.
I lift up.
Back
come
when I
home,
was bigger,
come
I had
home,
titties.
And I'm like, Corey, unsnap my bra, and he unsnaps my bra, and then I lift up my boobs, and I'm like, itch under my boobs. And he does. It's the best
It's really
thing in the
bad when
world.
you're working out and you get super sweaty and shit.
I don't work out. But yeah, titties are uncomfortable, man. I mean,
Yes.
there, you know what I mean? And
Do they
it's like,
give you-
this is anime physics, okay?
Do they give you back problems?
Yes, they do. I have severe back problems to the point that, like, when I work really long shifts,
Yeah.
there are times that at the end of, like, a 7-8 hour shift, I feel like I'm going to vomit from pain.
That's how I
It
feel.
feels like, okay, so listen, I'm a really
So, like,
curvy girl,
my back
okay,
snaps
where
a
I
lot,
have
too.
a really tiny waist.
Right.
So it's almost like it feels like the indent in my back, you know, when your
Yeah.
back curves for your bootay, it feels like that is so severe that my back could almost just snap. Like
Dude,
that's
okay,
how my
so,
back
like,
My,
feels.
I have
back
really
brace
bad
still?
back problems right now, and every time I bend over, like I feel my spine popping multiple different places, and when
I'm really afraid of the
when I
doctor,
bend over
so.
too much, it literally feels like the bottom of my spine is gonna
Yes,
snap out
okay,
of the
so
bottom
listen,
of my
I
back.
feel that. It feels like my back is like bending to the point that
It's gonna
my back
snap.
will snap.
Yeah.
And then when I lay down, I can feel my spine just collapsing.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's very painful.
I think I have back problems because I'm taller and I'm bigger, so
Yeah,
standing.
the taller you are, like the more back problems you
Mm.
do have.
Yeah,
You have
I need
a
to
higher
go to a
chance
doctor
of-
because
you
I
have like a higher chance of
like,
becoming
my-
like paralyzed.
spine legit pops in multiple different places.
That's terrifying. Yeah, I have really bad back problems, so I got you.
What's your favorite kind of porn?
My
Bringing it
favorite
back to
kind of porn?
Oh yeah, genre. Give me some
give
genre.
It doesn't have to be
Like-
one.
Like, what are we talking? Like your usual
Anything.
shit, or
what
like?
do you prefer to masturbate to?
What do I prefer?
What's the first thing you click on when you get on?
Public?
YouTube?
What's the first thing you
Public
look
and cream
for?
pie.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I don't like cream pie. It's gross.
I like.
I
more
love
of-
making
it's
cream
more of the
pies. All the
thought.
kids,
I hate
all
No,
the
like,
kids
for-
in America love
No,
my
like,
cream pies.
for
Always
me-
Sunny.
For me, like how I
Sponsor us.
watch
Sponsors.
porn. Like for me, how I watch porn is pretty much like how I feel during sex. Like well, sex is better, but I mean, but I mean like
Obviously.
for me like a blowjob isn't shit, but it's the mental of like, oh, she's doing this and
I
this
hate
is happening
porn where they're
to
spending
me. But like so like
long on a blowjob. I'm like,
Or,
I
like,
don't
But
care
no.
if you
Wow.
suck his
Yeah.
dick.
But no, like for me, like I don't get anything out of it. But
Okay.
more of the mental of like this is happening.
You don't get anything out of blowjob.
No, I don't.
Corey
That
loves
like
I don't
se-
either.
like
I don't get
seriously,
anything.
Corey loves blowjob.
Well,
I
don't have a
can.
sensitive
I have
dick, so
never.
that's why I don't get
Okay.
anything.
I have
I,
never
uh,
came from a blowjob, and I don't think I ever will.
I've come from like.
But like when I
Interesting.
watch cream pie, like it's the thought of like, oh, it's a cream pie. You know?
I don't have
I
a
guess.
whole lot of
Cream pie's
sexual
still
experience. Sorry to say, I'm a bit of a loser. But in my
You're not.
few,
Jesus.
in my
You're
small
my loser.
amounts of experience and my few blowjobs, I have definitely enjoyed it a lot. So it's interesting to hear how like other people are.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's
like I
all-
just said, I don't really have a sensitive member, so it's kind of like
A member? You just call it your
Member.
fucking member?
I don't have a sensitive cock.
Yeah, but like when I did that, it was at the time before I was circumcised. So it's not like I was experiencing all the sensitivity because it's not like my head was exposed.
True.
To be,
That had to. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
What's your guys' least
We never-
favorite?
no. Nobody
we didn't
even
finish
finished.
favorites.
Favorite genre.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
My favorite genres
Wait,
are.
let me interrupt though because it is a really quick thing. What's your least favorite and favorite word for a penis and vagina?
Penis and vagina.
Least.
That's your least favorite?
No, not,
There-
not
let's-
my least.
let's-
Oh, my least favorite.
What's your favorite is just penis and
Yeah,
vagina.
but like my least favorite
Yeah.
is like cock and pussy. I can't fucking
Really?
stand.
I
it.
don't mind cock, I,
I-
hate pussy.
I
Let's
hate
be
the
honest.
word
There are
pussy
no
so much.
cute words for vagina.
There are not.
My
There are
least
none.
favorite one is Gucci.
Oh
Or,
my
not
God.
Gucci, but
The
The only
Cooch.
one,
Stupid.
the only
Or
one I've heard
twat.
that's okay is
Or cunt.
honeypot.
No,
I
that's
don't
fucking
mind
stupid.
cunt during sex. sex just because I
You like
like.
it when I pound your cunt?
I
No,
hate
not
that.
like. First off, Corey does not talk like that.
I'm
Excuse
just
me.
saying as an
So
example.
But I
Offensive.
like to be dominated. I like to
Yeah.
be talked down to. Not even talked down to, but almost like possessed over. So it's like
Ooh,
gotta.
spooky.
I like
I'm
that
possessing you.
spooky sex. And so I don't like
possessing
cunt
your
during
cunt with
sex. I don't like
exorcist
pussy,
dick.
but there really
Oh my
isn't
God.
a good.
There's
use.
not.
There
There's
isn't.
not.
It's just vagina.
Vagina, yeah.
It's
and
vagina.
My favorite for dick is cock.
Same. Yeah.
It's just dick, like dick,
Mine is
dick or
wiener.
penis.
Sausage.
I wouldn't
limp
say that
sausage.
during sex, but I definitely
Please
like
let-
to say wiener.
like
Well,
my
schlong
lips.
for me.
Schlong.
Schlong
My
is-
schlong,
That's a
even
good one.
Let
better.
me, guys. Can I whip out my schlong?
Yeah.
course.
All right.
You gooch.
Okay,
We
Yeah,
all
go back
to
agree you
porn
have to do it
genres.
now.
Can we go back to porn
Favorite
genres?
porn
Yes.
Favorite porn.
Okay.
It's schlong genre.
Mine is like I generally search up my type. It's like
It's
girls with
It's too loud.
big hips, big butt.
You look up big hip, big butt porn.
Big jiggly butts. Most of the time, if I can't find anything, I'll just do like hentai because I really like
Big
hentai.
jiggly butts. I love hentai.
Or big titties too.
Hentai is the shit. It's the best.
I'd say my genres of choice would be squirting because I get really turned on.
squirting guy.
I get really
That's
turned
why-
on by
Yeah.
women taking pleasure. Like during my brief experience, like I loved giving to the other person.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
them
yeah.
to
Yeah.
that's-
Wait,
And
did
so
they?
for me-
Did they?
No,
Oh.
but well, and so
But it's hard
like,
to do it. Most girls can't, right?
Yeah.
All girls can squirt.
It's technically.
It's just
It
not
takes
easy.
it
It's
takes
just
intense pleasure,
different
right?
work.
Yes.
Well, and so that's the reason I like it because it's supposedly like the height of female pleasure.
But listen,
and so-
I'm a squirter. You guys already know that.
Let's have sex.
No.
I've
No, you can ask me about. I'm really open about this kind of stuff, but I never squirt with anybody before Corey, and he knows exactly how to exactly, and I can feel when he's about to do it. And
Because he's busting out all the moves.
and the first time I ever used a vibrator,
But so that's-
anytime I use a wand, like the little
Yeah.
anytime I will squirt so quick.
So like, what's the cleanup process? I've always that's the only thing
Listen,
I'm curious
I
about.
hate it. First off,
Yeah, like
hate
I feel
squirting.
like it's super
it
intense.
feels awesome, but it
Is
is the
it-
most inconvenient thing to clean up.
Yeah.
And so
Is it more inconvenient if
You
the first
can-
time Tristan came after his
you
surgery?
can feel like when it's about to happen. So
Doesn't it feel like
because
you have to pee?
Corey and I, not really. It's pressure, but you can tell.
Yeah.
And so maybe not the first time. Like the first time I squirt, I was like, "What the fuck?"
What
but
the fuck is this?
anyway.
Am I dying?
I can tell when it's about to happen. So if it's something that like he wants to do, if we're in our bed, I'll be like, don't. Like I will beg him not to.
Like, please
not
not
because
in
it
bed.
doesn't feel good, but because I don't want to do that. I
Mm.
don't know. But if it's something he wants to do and I can feel it about to happen, I'll be like, hey, let's lay down a towel and move to the floor. So I mean, the cleanup process isn't bad if you're in the right place, you know.
Yeah, like that's the one thing I worry about. Like I remember I was with this girl. She was like, before we even decided like, oh yeah, we're gonna have sex. She was like, well, I mean, if we do, I'm a squirt. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie. Like if I was younger, like this was like a year or two ago, I would totally be down because I had a point in time where I was like, yeah, I fucking love squirting. It's like the shit. But then as time went on, I was like, not really into
See,
it.
I
grew
don't
out
do
of
it every time because I don't.
Yeah, because I was just
Whatever.
really worried about the cleanup process.
It
mainly.
also, see, here's another thing is that a lot of times the girl will stop you before she does it because it is like a pressure feeling. Once you do it once, you realize, okay, this is what's about to happen, so then you can do it from then on. But it is a really pressure feeling, not like you have to pee, but it is similar. So, like, a lot of times girls will stop you because it's a weird feeling.
So there's that, and then the other thing would be spanking, like specifically the lady being spanked. I think it looks hot, and like, I don't know, I guess I kind of empathize with that a bit. So, I don't know.
You get off your phone.
I'm not on my phone. I've been checking the time. but-
Chloe, what's your favorite kind of porn?
Yeah.
Well, right now I like hentai and I like succubus stuff, like demon
Oh, yeah.
girls.
I love succubus.
I like fudas. because I like because I like
Yeah, me too.
I love females, but I like being fucked
Dick.
by a dick.
Chicks
because
with
here's the thing:
dicks.
is I like to be dominated, but I like feminine girls. So it's hard to find a feminine girl that dominates.
Right.
Bro,
So I like
Fudo.
Fudos.
Do you like Fudo with balls or no balls?
No balls. I hate balls. I like
Hate
Fudo
balls.
that just
I
comes
like
out.
all Fudo
that just
anyway,
comes out.
like-
I mean, yeah, I'll watch whatever, but I don't find that attractive.
Sure.
So I don't know. If it's regular porn, I would probably just immediately go to like hardcore gangbang.
Why?
To me, the idea of it, I don't think it's something I would ever actually do.
It's just a fantasy.
But I like
Yeah.
to be dominated. So the idea of it, I also really like a simulated rape, which is like. I
Like
don't
with
know.
both parties' consent.
Yes,
Yeah, I do
yes,
too.
exactly.
I do
and
too.
I am a sexual assault victim, and it's kind of a way to take back power. Like a lot of
Right.
people think it's really
Wait, you
degrading.
are simulating the rape, or you are
Being
getting?
simulated.
Are you getting the raped?
Being.
So you are raping.
No,
Being.
Oh,
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a dominant person.
Okay.
I don't
I've
find joy in that.
I've
So I
actually-
like that just because I like to be dominated. I like
Yeah.
to be possessed over, and I like to be talked down to.
do you like worship
But-
though? Like when they worship your body.
No.
I've
But
actually-
I think that's because I'm insecure. But listen, I love aftercare. So
Yes,
I really
it's
don't
important.
mind
Super important.
getting really hurt. I love the feeling of afterward having like rope burn on your wrists and just
Yeah.
being sore and tired. But the feeling of cuddling that person and then being so sweet afterward, it feels like it's a really intimate thing, which not everybody understands that, and that's fine. To each is their own.